Hey there! Today, I want to dive into a topic that might completely change the way you travel. Slow travel. Now, we all know how hectic life can be, right? Even when we take a vacation, we end up rushing from one place to another, trying to check off all the tourist spots. But what if I told you there's a better way to travel? One that lets you actually enjoy every moment instead of feeling stressed about what's next on the itinerary. That's what slow travel is all about. In this video, we're going to talk about why slowing down your travel can lead to richer experiences, deeper connections, and a more fulfilling journey. So, what exactly is slow travel? It's not just about taking your time, though that's definitely part of it. Slow travel is about fully immersing yourself in a place. Instead of rushing from one city to the next, ticking off famous landmarks, you stay put for a while and really get to know the destination. You might rent a small apartment in a local neighborhood, shop at the local markets, and have long conversations with the people who live there. It's about quality over quantity. Spending more time in fewer places, but coming away with a much deeper understanding of the culture, the environment, and the way of life. Here's an interesting fact. Slow travel actually grew out of the broader, slow living movement, which encourages people to take life at a slower pace and be more mindful of their experiences. It's a response to the fast-paced, high-pressure world we live in, where we're constantly trying to do more in less time. And let's be honest, it's exhausting. Slow travel invites you to take a step back, breathe, and just be present. All right. Let's get into why slow travel is so much better for you. First of all, it's way less stressful. When you're not trying to cram 5 tourist attractions into a single day, you're giving yourself the gift of time. You can wake up, have a relaxed breakfast, and stroll around without feeling rushed. You can sit at a cafe and people watch, take spontaneous detours, or just do nothing for a while. And doing nothing is actually a big part of the beauty of slow travel. There's even science behind this. A study from Stanford University found that spending time in nature reduces activity in the part of the brain linked to negative thoughts. And when you're not rushing, you're more likely to notice and appreciate those natural environments, whether it's a city park or a peaceful countryside. Slow travel helps you reconnect with nature, which is something many of us don't get enough of in our daily lives. But here's something a lot of people don't think about. Slow travel gives you the chance to connect with yourself too. When you're not rushing around, you have more time to reflect, to think about what really matters to you. It's almost like a form of meditation. You're more in tune with your surroundings, but also with your own thoughts and feelings. Now, one of the biggest perks of slow travel, and something I personally love, is the chance to truly immerse yourself in the local culture. Think about it. If you're only in a city for a couple of days, you're going to hit the main tourist spots, snap a few pictures, and move on. But if you stay longer, you start to notice the small things. You find the little corner cafes that only locals go to. You get to know the shopkeepers at the market, and you might even pick up a few words of the language. Here's a fun example. Let's say you're in a small town in Spain. If you're only there for 2 days, you might visit a few tapas bars and leave. But if you stay for a couple of weeks, you'll probably end up making friends with the people who run those tapas bars. You'll learn about the best dishes to order when the local markets are held, and maybe even get invited to a family dinner. That's the magic of slow travel. You build connections, not just memories. And there's research to back this up too. Studies have shown that when you spend more time in a place, you not only learn more about the local culture, but you also become more open-minded. You start to see things from different perspectives, and that can have a huge impact on how you see the world when you go back home. Let's talk about something a lot of travelers overlook: small towns and rural areas. These are often the places that give you the most authentic, unfiltered travel experiences. Big cities are great, but there's something special about the quiet charm of a small village, where life moves at a slower pace and traditions are still deeply rooted. Imagine this. You're in a little fishing village by the sea. Every morning, the fishermen head out on their boats, and by lunchtime, they're back with the freshest catch. In the evenings, there's a small market where locals gather to buy and sell. You're not just a spectator here, you're part of the rhythm of life in this village. You're eating what the locals eat, walking the same streets, breathing the same sea air. Spending time in nature is another huge benefit of slow travel. Whether it's a hike through the mountains, a long walk along the coast, or just sitting in a park and watching the sunset, nature has a way of grounding us. It reminds us to slow down and appreciate the beauty around us. And honestly, there's nothing more relaxing than a quiet moment in nature, away from the hustle and bustle of city life. Practical tips. So how do you actually get started with slow travel? It's easier than you might think, but it does require a bit of a mindset shift. Here are a few tips to help you plan your first slow travel adventure. First, stop trying to see everything. I know it's tempting to want to visit as many places as possible, especially if you're traveling somewhere new, but trust me, focusing on one or two destinations and spending more time in each will give you a much richer experience. Instead of hopping from city to city, pick one place and really get to know it. Second, walk as much as you can. Walking is one of the best ways to explore a new place because it forces you to slow down and notice the details. You might discover a hidden alleyway, a cozy cafe, or a beautiful park that you would have missed if you were driving or taking public transport. Third, embrace downtime. Don't feel like you have to fill every minute of your trip with activities. Some of the best travel moments happen when you're just sitting in a cafe, reading a book, or people watching in a park. It's okay to relax and do nothing for a while. That's the whole point of slow travel. Finally, try staying in one place for longer than you normally would. Whether it's a week or a month, give yourself enough time to really settle in and feel like a local. You'll be amazed at how much more you notice when you're not in a rush to move on to the next destination. At the end of the day, slow travel isn't just about taking it easy on your vacation. It's about changing the way you experience the world. It's about savoring every moment, building meaningful connections, and finding joy in the little things. So if you're tired of the fast-paced, checklist-style travel, why not give slow travel a try? You might find that it's not just a better way to travel, but a better way to live. If this video got you thinking about trying slow travel for your next trip, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more tips on how to make the most of your journeys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.